One. Welcome to VDG Sports. I am your host, Vince Douglas Gregory. Some of the big brain geniuses were correct. They are correct about leaning into the numbers and the data and the statistics. I second that motion. Let's just go ahead and complete the nerd takeover. In fact, I think what's missing an explanation. They need to explain or do a better job explaining the data, explaining the stats to the regular, everyday, common peeps. Help them understand the numbers, relate the data to everyday occurrences in life. Make it easier to digest. And once you're making it easier to digest, something else you can do, you can have it readily and available across the spectrum. Whether it's radio, whether it's TV, and me even saying radio should let you understand or let you know of how the age factor is when it comes to the league itself. But let's not get it twisted. Other sports leagues do radio too. So no judgment there. No judgment there. TV, radio, at the park itself or stadium, whatever you want to call it, they both mean the same thing. I'm just giving you two choices. You pick one. I'm the narrator. I'm just the narrator. And once you have this data available and ready for everyone to consume, and then you're explaining it or doing a better job explaining the numbers, the statistics, and advanced metrics and what have you, and being able for peeps to relate to it in their everyday life. Storytellers need to be abundant. Storytellers of the game. Not only you are telling or being able to communicate what's happening and what's on the field, being able to twist that into a story, because that's what a game is. That's what it's all about. That's what, sure, there's action, sure, there's hits, sure, there's things that's going on in between innings and things that gets me randy, like trying to figure out some of the decisions that will get made with all of the stats that's available to you, because you can go down any rabbit hole of your choosing. You can think about, okay, this pitcher has been through the lineup this many times. The second or third time through the lineup, what does this metric say? What does the stats say? Or in particular, this pitcher versus this hitter. You can choose what direction you want to go as an individual, but having a storyteller, assuming you're not watching it live. Because if you're watching it live, the person that's there with you can tell the story, or you can tell stories amongst each other. It's an outing. It's an outing. But if you're consuming this, if you're watching this via TV or listening to the radio, having a amazing storyteller twisting and turns the peaks and the valleys throughout the broadcast, throughout the game, that will help the game grow. That will pique people's interest and not have them worry about how long the game is, because they're getting lost in fun. They're getting lost in the abyss. And whether or not everybody tells the same story, I'm pretty sure that won't be the case. There are different styles. There are different ways to say the same thing. There are different perspectives that you can put into place as the one who's calling the game. There are a multitude of things that can take place and that can happen to introduce this amazing sport to those who deem it dry, boring, and something that they cannot support heart, or basically love as much as we do. The baseball fanatic, that is. Changing rules here and there, appeasing a few here and there. That will, around the edges, help out. But what you need and what needs to be done is looking at it from a perspective of how can this special game get the recognition that it deserves. And that's the multi-billion-dollar question. And hopefully those big brain geniuses know which way or know the correct answer. And if it's multiple choice, yeah, I gave a few. And I just wanted to survive. Don't have to pay me a cent, a penny. Nope.